Hello and welcome back to the MovieMaker podcast. I'm Jason Chichi, the director of MovieMaker, a film program that takes place at the historic Sacred Heart University Community Theatre and on the campus of Sacred Heart University. Today I'm talking to some of our movie makers, Max Capuano, Logan De La Rosa, Tristan Andreasen, and Gus McInnes. And we're going to talk a little bit about what movies inspire them and what their experience was like at MovieMaker. Max, what was the first movie or TV show or media that made an impression on you?
Well, my first movie was definitely the Transformers trilogy.
Okay. And you liked it? It made an impression on you?
Oh my gosh. It is so good.
Did it become an obsession with you?
I've watched the Transformers and collected the action figures ever since I was 8 years old.
Got a bunch of them, I bet.
A bunch of them, but mainly the Decepticons.
All right. I have no experience with Transformers, but that sounds very cool. So I'm glad it had an impression on you and made you want to make movies, perhaps.
Yeah, this was just overall a thrilling experience for me.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. It was thrilled getting to know you and working with you. So
yeah, and one more highlight.
Yeah.
It was just overall, having a good time and making new friends like all of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Movie making can make friends, that's for sure.
Because it can make a difference in this world.
That's true. That's true. Logan, what was the first movie or TV show or something that had an impression on you?
In terms of the first movie, I know it's been said a lot, but Revenge of the Sith, the Star Wars movie, it's just, I don't know what it is about it in particular. I think it's that it manages to blend so many different genres and emotions into just an amazing film. Even though it fails in a lot of aspects, it just holds up to me in particular, just because it's just there's so much love put into it, and there's so much stuff to look at when you're watching. It's just a fantastic movie,
and it opened the door for you into more other sci-fi franchises.
Definitely into other sci-fi franchises and other media, like the Halo series. Of course, I probably wouldn't even be a fan of it or know of its existence if it wasn't for that movie. So,
and these movies made you maybe want to make movies yourself.
Yeah, of course, because you see how much effort and love they put into just designing even the most random background characters in the movie, and you watch and you're like, oh, this is awesome. I want
to do this.
Yeah, I want to do that.
That's awesome. Tristan, what's the first movie made an impression on you?
Probably Jaws.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. I like it because it's scary kind of a little bit, and it's kind of not like other movies. It's kind of more like they had to design an actual robotic shark to make it, and kind of just I like shark movies and just how they're kind of
inspired you to watch other shark movies.
Yeah,
and that was the first summer blockbuster too.
Yeah,
Jaws.
Yeah, and now they have a play on Broadway.
They do. That's right.
Yeah, so
about what it was like to act in that film.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, will you go see that play?
Probably.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey Gus, what was the first movie that made an impression on you?
Probably First Blood. I watched it when I was 10 with my dad.
Yeah.
And I liked movies ever since.
What did you like about First Blood?
It was just badass.
Did it make you like Stallone?
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched all the Stallone movies?
I've seen a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah. Rocky.
Yeah.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. So what was your experience like? So you said you had a good experience at MovieMaker, Max. What was the most challenging part of all of the things you got to do?
I mean, just overall the different aspects of it. I didn't get a chance to use the boom mic on what Courtney did. But I think just overall being the gaffer.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to know exactly where to place the lights.
Yeah.
To make sure that they're not in frame
right,
when we're shooting.
Sure, it can be challenging, right?
Mm-hmm. But overall, the easiest I'd say for me would probably be either probably acting and definitely directing with Gus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cool. You got to direct together.
Yeah.
And you can bat different ideas around.
Collaborate with one another.
Yeah, that's great. So, Logan, what was the most challenging part for you?
I think the most challenging was probably directing.
Yeah?
With directing, there's so many different moving pieces involved in making it. And that's where, I think directing is where like it hits you how hard it is to make a film.
Right.
Because you're doing it and then stuff will just happen. Like one of the mics just won't work. The camera just will die.
A lot of things can
so much
jump
is
at you.
so much is going wrong, and you have to be extremely flexible in doing
You
everything.
do.
Yeah, and
you
I
have to have
think-
a plan, but you have to be able to detract from that plan. if you
that's
need
the
to.
thing, because the flexibility is something I struggle with a lot.
Uh-huh.
So being put in a position where it's like you have to change or stuff just won't work. I think it was fun too, because you get to experience what it's like to actually like control where the camera goes, like direct your actors.
So
and
many
how to do
decisions
stuff.
to be made
Yeah.
when you're a director.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
Cool. Tristan, what was the most challenging part for you?
I'd probably say editing
Yeah?
and like adding sound and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you have to like put it all together, and then you gotta sync it, and then put the audio in and
Right.
everything.
Well, you got to work with Greg Golda, who's a professor here, who
Yeah.
helped you edit it. That must have been helpful.
Yeah,
for
that was
you.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Gus? What was the most challenging part?
Definitely acting.
Acting.
Yeah.
That's right. You were our burglar in our caper movie.
Yeah.
What was challenging about it for you?
It just sucked.
Was it just being self-conscious?
Probably.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
way that you hadn't experienced before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be tough, right?
Yeah.
And you weren't even having to do any dramatic emotional scenes or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a challenge to be on camera as an actor, for sure. So do you think, let's just continue with you, do you think you'll make movies after MovieMaker or delve
Yeah.
into it a little bit more?
Yeah. Hopefully.
What would you like to do most in all of the things you got to do? Are you interested in directing or writing?
Yeah, directing. I like the editing process. Like, I'm not good at it, but it was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
either one of those.
Cool. It's awesome to be able to tell a story with all of those tools of all the things you shot, and then to be able to put some sound or some music in it and define your storytelling. So, well, good luck with it. Tristan, do you think you'll make movies?
Probably, yeah. Probably will try to make movies. I find it really fun, and you meet a ton of new people.
Yeah.
And you kind of just it'll be a good skill to have.
Yeah.
And you make movies, and then you can tell people like the experience and how it was made, and
And you
like,
learned
the
a whole lot
background.
too about a lot of different things. Are we
Yeah.
going to see you in front of the screen anytime soon?
Nah, probably I'll be like behind it, because I don't really like to act too much on camera.
You did pretty well though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Was it fun at all?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, cool.
I like being the police officer kind of guy.
You were very good in that
That
role.
was fun.
Yeah, you got to have a little range there. You got a custodian
Yeah.
in there. You got to be a policeman. So those are all great things for your resume.
Yeah. I was sad I couldn't use the gun though.
Oh well.
That would have been funny. A
Oh well.
gory
Well,
movie.
don't forget MovieMaker in your
Yeah.
Oscar acceptance speech.
Yeah.
Logan, do you think you'll make movies?
Probably.
I think you're gonna make movies.
I think I really loved the writing process,
Yeah.
especially because I think with the writing, that's like the one realm where nothing can go wrong besides you like not wanting to do it. So
Right.
the biggest challenge is yourself. So I think versus like when you're directing, because I thought directing was really fun. The issue
Mm-hmm.
is that you do need a lot of flexibility with everything, and it gets very stressful very fast. So you need to have like. Because you like you said, you simultaneously need a plan, and you need to be able to just discard that
Yeah.
plan entirely
Yeah.
and just go crazy.
But
with
when
it.
you're writing, it's
Yeah.
just you and your
Yeah,
computer.
it's just you, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't go wrong. The only thing wrong is if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. Max, are you going to make movies?
Most definitely.
Yeah?
But not on camera. Maybe I might do a little bit. But mainly behind the scenes. But definitely a takeaway. I loved playing as a businessman in Logan's film.
You were great.
You were great.
I loved the way how I flipped that desk.
Yeah, that was cool, right?
I didn't know how much. I didn't know I had that inner strength in me.
Yeah, right?
You did perfect, dude.
You did. Like you all learned to do things I'm sure you didn't know that you knew how to do. And now you have those skills, and maybe you can develop a little more and make movies of your own.
Definitely.
Well, good. We look forward to seeing all of them. Thank you for watching the MovieMaker podcast. I'm Jason Chichi, the director of MovieMaker. If you'd like to know more about MovieMaker, check out the Sacred Heart University Community Theatre's website. See you back here soon.